If you're frustrated after hitting a bad shot while you're on the run or you're making an adjustment, watch this video until the end because I'm going to explain about the correct stances in tennis to fix your spacing, and you will stop making those mistakes. Okay, so I'm going to explain about 3 basic stances in tennis. The first one is called the square stance, where you step forward. The second one is called the open stance, where your foot that's closest to the ball goes outward like this. And the third one is called the closed stance, where your foot goes across the body. The stance you use depends on how fast, how deep, and how far the ball is coming towards you. And this is why your stances always changes when you do rallies. So in order to respond to the incoming ball well, you must react and read the incoming ball. So if you haven't watched those episodes yet, please check it out. It's in the description box. For any shot that bounces short and stays low, this square stance is suitable because you're stepping towards the ball. The open stance is suitable for fast, deep, or high bouncing shot. And this is because you're not stepping in. You're saving time to prepare for the hit, and also leaving some space to swing your racket forward. If you were to step forward for that fast shot, you wouldn't have enough space to swing forward. I don't really recommend to use the closed stance when you do rallies because the foot is going across your body. It's going to be really hard for you to do that rotation. You can't complete that rotation. There are some exceptions, like when you do a one-handed backhand, you use that closed stance quite often, or when you're running and doing a defensive slice during the match, you often see players doing this or that way. There's also a stance called semi-open stance, where it's not really a complete open stance or the square stance where you step forward. It's somewhere between. That's called the semi-open stance, and it really depends on how deep and how fast the ball is coming towards you. The reason why the correct stances matters is because it gives a better balance and momentum, which is essential for consistent shots. The key here is to decide which stance to use to hit the ball before the ball bounces on the ground. So you should be already deciding in the react phase, where you make the initial step towards the ball. If you make the decision late, then it often leads to have a wrong stance. Let's have a look on this slow motion video. This is me doing forehand shot with the open stance. As I wait for the ball, I did a couple of pre-split steps and did the split step as I see the ball coming out from the ball machine. Right after I land with my both feet, I quickly turn my right foot outwards. This is where my external rotation of my leg happens, together with the shoulder rotation. Now at this point, because I read the ball came quite high above the net, and I predicted the ball's bouncing quite deep. I have already decided to hit this ball back with the open stance. So here I am trying to make my last step with my right foot, and my feet are almost parallel to the baseline. And it's all happened before the ball bounces here. And that's my right foot, which is my final step. My racket's already taken back, and as I swing my racket forward, the body weight shifts from my right foot to my left foot. Let's have a look at the second video. This is me doing a forehand with a square stance. So I do the split steps here, and this is before the ball even bounces. I already read the ball coming quite short, so I immediately run closer to the net. And my final step here is my left foot stepping forward. So this is the square stance. I have already decided to use this square stance as soon as I see the ball coming short. And as I complete the follow through, my body weight shifts from my back foot to the front foot. So next time you have a rally with one of your hitting partners, think about deciding which stances to use in early stage. You have to decide which stances to use in the react phase. That's when you finish the split steps and make that initial step. It doesn't have to be perfect. The key here is not the perfection. It's about taking action. And as you practice, you will improve the speed of decision making. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about the recovery phase, which a lot of players underestimate.